Carmen Apelgren is my name, and I'm Community Relations Coordinator at Braille Institute, and I'm also a cabaret singer. I've got retinitis pigmentosa, which is an hereditary progressive eye disease, which is the deterioration of the retina. And I was diagnosed when I was 7 years old, but I didn't let it stop me from doing what all the other kids did. I had good get-around vision in those days. So I skated at the age of 4, skied at the age of 7, and sang and danced. Because nobody said you can't. So, especially with my eye disease right now, it's getting worse all the time, and I can't keep up with it. It's because I have so little left. If I lose some, it's a lot. So I'm having a hard time adjusting to it. You know, I'll tell you a thing about partially sighted people. They pass as sighted as long as they can, whether they're a singer, an actor, or whatever. You know, everyone I've known, it's like you have a foot in both worlds. You have a foot over here in the visually impaired world, and you have a foot in the sighted world. Anything?
Bella.
How do you feel when you are blind?
How do I feel when I'm blind?
Yeah.
Well, I get really frustrated because it gets worse all the time, and I can't catch up. Does that make sense? I can't catch up with it, and so I'm bumping into stuff and spilling stuff. So sometimes very frustrated. Do you know what frustrated means? Sometimes I get, oh darn it, you know, what darn it? I want my sight to stay where it is and not get back. I think you learn to live with your disability. So, but daily, with my guide dog Val, you know, we go to work on the bus. There's no problem there. We just live life as, you know, anybody else does. It's just different. Blind people or anybody with a disability is a person just like everybody else. They just happen to have a disability. There's a lot of stereotypes in this country, more in the rest of the world, that if you're a blind person, nothing's expected of you. If you're a blind person, you can't work. I've had people tell me that. You work? You know? My late husband was in a wheelchair. He was a wheelchair user. He had muscular dystrophy. People are amazed that he worked at Sony Pictures because of that wheelchair. So if you can, any message is that treat people with disabilities like everybody else with dignity and respect, and know that they are just going through life just like you are.